Hey all, you're now watching Paths of Glory, a movie that was made in 1956. I'm sorry, 1957, my bad.
Wow.
So, all we know about this movie is that it takes place during World War One, and that it has Kirk Douglas, who we've seen before in Spartacus. I'm Spartacus.
Great movie, by the way.
Yeah, fantastic movie, and it's always great to see these classics. We were looking for shorter movies to watch because we're kind of in a real-life flux situation at the moment. And they were like, best movies under 90 minutes. And then this came up as one of them. So we're like, yeah, sure, why not? And, it's a classic, so I'd be curious to react to. So hope you guys enjoy our reaction for this.
Yes.
I guess we'll get right into it. It's also black and white.
Is this our first, 50s movie on the channel?
Yeah. Obviously, we've seen a few when we were younger, like the Maltese Falcon with Humphrey Bogart. And Gone with the Wind, of course. And Wizard of Oz.
Though.
That's
Those are
much
much older, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, another
10
10 years
Commandments.
it'll be... Oh, 10 Commandments.
That's another movie we love.
Kirk Douglas.
Okay, this really is an old movie. It starts out with the...
Yeah.
Kubrick.
Yeah, I saw that too.
You know, they have all these names.
George
I don't know most of
McCready.
these people. So...
Yeah.
But they're probably famous back in the... We also have construction going on in our background, so if you hear anything, I blame that on the construction.
Apologies in advance.
German production manager.
Oh, cool.
So they got managers for the American and German side. Stanley Kubrick.
Oh my god, cool.
Screenplay. That's got to be him.
Yeah.
The
How many Stanley Kubricks are there in Hollywood?
That's like another one.
He directed it?
Okay, I didn't know that. That's funny.
That's funny, yeah. Didn't he direct the other war movie in the 70s?
War began between Germany and France.
Oh, you mean Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, this feels like very documentary.
Yeah.
With their forces at the Marne River, and in a series of unexpected. By 1916, after
So this is the
grisly
French,
years of
I think.
French warfare,
Because of the helmets.
very little.
Oh.
And the,
Successful attacks
the
were measured
hats.
in hundreds of by
And
hundreds
the
of
flag.
thousands.
oh yeah, that's probably it. Oh, jeez.
Sit down, George.
Thank you.
I really haven't done very much. Place is much the same as it was when I moved in.
No, all that luxury.
I've come to see you about
Something about the anthill.
You are a mind reader.
Well, it is a key position. It's in my
It's
sector.
got a scar.
Yeah.
They'll hold on to it for another year if they want to.
Paul, I have formal orders to take the anthill north.
Also, that's the top secret.
That comes pretty close
Take
to
anthill.
ridiculous, don't you think?
I don't.
What's left of it is in no position to even hold the anthill, let alone take it. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
There was something else I wanted to tell you. However, I'm sure that you'll misunderstand my motives in mentioning it.
Oh no.
Oh.
He's gonna get threatened to attack the anthill?
Oh.
Headquarters is that you are being considered for the 12th Corps.
Oh, see?
12th
So,
Yes. You shouldn't let this influence your
he
opinion.
says this as he out loud mentions this.
Thanks, Paul. Not before dinner.
Jeez. They are not subtle about it. Like,
Yeah, that look.
we'll promote you, but, you're not being considered.
Honors in France.
So,
Oh.
The way he says France is like with a
think this
accent.
Paul, I don't want to push you into it if you think it's ill-advised.
Don't worry, George. You couldn't do that if you tried.
Oh, see, he's trying to push him into it.
Oh, Paul, I knew it.
Anthill?
Yeah. Man, the black and white gives it more,
Ominous?
old, very ominous old feeling.
Yeah.
Hello there, soldier. Ready to kill more Germans? Yes, sir.
Just patrolling, walking through their clean uniforms.
Morning. Hello, it's been good to
You
you.
stick that into the gun barrel.
Wow. That must have been really loud.
To you, soldier.
Just
Carry
have
on.
actual practical effects. I wonder if he's making fun of it, like he's disconnected from the men on the ground. Look at that, you already walked by so many wounded people.
Yeah.
But he makes them stand, in line as they march by.
Ready to kill more Germans?
He uses the same line to everyone.
That is, everything all right, soldier?
Deaf?
All right. Wife. A wife?
Man has seen a
Like his
lot.
wife?
Yeah.
He's a bit shell-shocked. Your pardon, Sergeant. There is no such thing as shell shock.
Oh, that's right. They didn't.
Oh.
Grip on yourself. You're acting like a coward.
Yeah, see, that's the type of mentality they have.
Sergeant,
Oh.
Thing could spread if it isn't checked.
Well, it's kind of spreading because there is a war.
Convinced that these tours of yours have an incalculable effect upon the morale.
I love the satire and the dialogue. They're like, oh, you're having a great effect on them.
Your presence
Though
here.
he might be sarcastic too.
Oh yeah.
There he is. He's very recognizable because of his son too.
Yeah.
What's his thinking?
They look alike.
I can't understand these armchair officers. Fellas trying to... Waving papers at the enemy. Worrying
Which
about
is ironic.
mouse is going to run up their pants leg. Be a soldier, then by heavens he's got to be one. He's got to...
Very different era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my credo. That won't be long now, will it?
Oh.
Does he know about
Wow.
it? That's really cool. They had to make those actual fortifications.
I thought it was a model.
I've seen much worse fortifications, so therefore it's okay to attack.
But we mustn't forget the colonel was perhaps the foremost criminal lawyer in all France.
Gentlemen, you're both...
Why would they mention that?
Interesting,
How did
yeah.
your relief come off last night? The anthill. Colonel, your regiment is going to take the anthill tomorrow.
Oh.
Say 5% killed by our own barrage. It's a very generous allowance. 10% more in getting through no man's land. That leaves
Wow, they're all
65%.
statistics.
The worst part of the job over. Let's say another
35%.
percent in actually taking the anthill.
Oh,
Still
jeez.
left with a force more than adequate to hold it.
I mean, 60%.
France to a bullfighter's cape. And nothing disrespectful to the flag of France. But show me a patriot and I'll show you an honest man. And I'd have to say about patriotism.
He said it was the last refuge of the scoundrels, sir.
Ooh.
Nothing personal.
If a commanding officer lacks confidence, what can we expect of his men? Now don't
Take the anthill.
And when you do, your men will be relieved and get a long rest.
Oh.
Man, this is like very dialogue heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
not like
is.
modern movies.
Mm.
I really like it though. But
Yeah.
you saw how the general didn't want to do it, and then now he's pushing onto the colonel, and the colonel's
Yeah.
want to do it, but now the colonel has to do it.
Corporal person probably.
We go out to the left and we come back through post 6 on the right. Is everything all clear at post 6?
We went to school together before the war. He thinks I don't have enough respect for him. He's right.
Yeah, see, the writing is much more straightforward. There's no like Marvel level jokes or whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a
Different
war
era,
too.
too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Oh, there he is.
Our wires right out.
We're going at night?
Yeah.
you, sir.
So they can scout.
All right,
Oh,
man, let's go.
I see.
Also, the camera work is really good for the 50s. It feels like it's old, but he's doing a really good job of it.
Yeah.
That's probably like a miniature set, I'd
Painting
imagine.
or, oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Really cool though.
Yeah, it's really fascinating to see, like, older movies depicting war.
Yeah, it feels very dead, like the whole world right now.
Hmm.
We just saw All Quiet on the Western Front, now watching this, so
Yeah,
it's like,
true.
but now it's a French POV.
Hmm.
Well, American speaking French. Or maybe not, they're just going under it.
Ah.
They're pretty close to each other, if they can see it.
Oh, true.
Even now in Ukraine, they're doing this shit, like the trench warfare. It's back in full scale.
Oh, jeez.
Because neither side's powerful enough to take on each other, so trenches are pretty good for that.
Move on, LeJean.
Oh, poor Lish.
Oh, yeah.
Sending him forward to go check something that they don't know. There's a dead body there too.
Oh. Oh,
Actually,
yeah,
several
two
dead
of
bodies.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, several, yeah. Oh, that's a plane.
Oh, that's a sad way of showing it.
Yeah.
You know, like lighting up all the bodies.
Oh.
No, Jean.
I don't like this. Let's get out of here.
We haven't given him enough time.
Oh, he might grenade him.
No. And he runs off.
In panic. Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave his partner.
It would be ironic if we found his dead body because of the grenade. And he gets killed too. It must be fucking terrifying though.
Yeah.
Walking through that at night, can't see shit.
And approaching enemy territory.
Oh jeez.
I don't think I like your tone. You're speaking to an officer, remember that. Those charges are gonna look on paper.
Not half as bad as these. Lives of your men through recklessness, drunk on wanton murder of one of your own men.
You're sorry, it was an accident. I'd give anything in the world if it hadn't happened, and that's the truth. Honestly,
He saw him touch him. He got really pissed by that.
You think I am?
I think it's suspicious.
Machine gun fire, sir.
Oh, he picked up his.
Almost got us all killed.
He doesn't seem to quite.
Yeah, I don't think he
believe what he's
buys.
saying,
I don't think he buys what he said.
Is 15 minutes of artillery preparation all that we can expect?
The feeling is that any more than that will give them too much time to get organized.
Yeah, see, they have to like.
What's to be like tomorrow, sir? Too good.
No chance of rain or fog.
The forecast is for sun all day.
Yeah, he knows how bad this is just to stay.
We'll have to hold all day.
So even if they take it, they have to hold it with like what's
Jesus,
left
yeah.
for like a whole day. So you can see in his whole tone that he doesn't believe any of this will work.
I'm not afraid of dying tomorrow, only of getting killed.
That's a great line.
Because I know a wound to the head will hurt much more than one in the tail. The tail is just meat, but the head is all bone.
You're too smart for me, Professor. All I know is nobody wants to die.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
May I offer you gentlemen some cognac?
Oh man, it's so nice of him to do this while his men are about to all die storming a hill.
To France.
Jeez, I can feel the mud on them even in the black and white. See, you can see it on them.
All getting ready.
Yep, the whistle and then the charge. He knows this as much as everyone else, since he's actually on the front.
Yeah. And he knows the men.
Yeah. Wow, this is a great scene. Look at this.
Yeah. It's like we're looking at all of them before
they all die.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care about the explosives. The officers like marching through, not giving a shit about the explosions because they have to show that they're tough for their men.
Oh, true. That's why he has to be confident.
It's interesting comparing this with 1917. Because 1917 you got the British, and now here we're just watching like the French. It feels like they got a lot of French actors, but the main actors are all American. Oh wow, that rock landed on that guy's head. I don't think that was intended. Oh, look at this shot. Wow. Oh, he's landing him from the front.
Oh, wow. What?
Wow.
Wow.
Something really cool about this.
Yeah.
In a really depressing way, though.
Yes.
Man, he's up there with them. You can see everybody in the back, too, behind him.
Yeah. And of course, this is all practical.
Yeah, of course. Jeez. This really makes me feel like this is closer to reality than,
Yeah.
Fuck, this feels... Can you imagine going across that? It must feel like forever.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, these are really, really impressive shots for the 50s. Oh yeah, all the mud and water too. It might be this, I don't know. This might be where they died last night. Wow. The noise must be insane.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
They could probably barely hear him over all this.
Yeah. Also, explosions aren't like Hollywood. Even if there's a small explosion near you, you can still die because of the pressure wave. Or shrapnel flies out and hits you.
That's what they mentioned. Like, everybody in the front would get hit by shrapnel or something.
Shrapnel is fucking terrifying.
Oh.
They haven't charged out?
Heaven's name are they? On the left. Captain Nichols.
Yes, sir?
Order the 75s to commence firing on our own positions. Captain, do you fail?
He wants something to show for all the men he just got killed.
58, 78, over.
Oh, he went back?
There is no mistake. The order is confirmed.
He wants to drop artillery on his own people in the trenches?
hell?
I'm confused.
But he cannot execute such an order unless it is in writing and signed by...
Oh, he doesn't want to be blamed.
The troops are mutinying, refusing to advance. Fire as ordered until further notice.
The troops are mutinying.
No right to order me to shoot down my own men unless you are willing to execute such a command.
Oh, he sees delaying.
Yeah.
Then where will I...
Roger! Lieutenant Roger, where are your men? I tried 3 times, look at all the casualties. All right, let's give it another... Come on! Let's give it another try! Impossible, sir! All the men are falling back!
This is the drunk lieutenant.
Oh.
Have Colonel Dax report to my headquarters. Yes. Major Kudak, assemble a general corps marshal. Ready to meet at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Jeez.
If don't over fractions, Colonel. The fact remains that a good part of your men never left their own trenches. You'd have 10 men from each company in your regiment tried on for cowardice.
Jeez.
Penalty of death. One, and Colonel Dax technically is cast in the role of the defense. In view as a court of law would grant him all possible latitude in presenting his case. Merely offering an opinion, General. Please do not feel constrained to accept it.
They always do this shit.
Be willing to accept it, General.
So he's like, I'm just offering an opinion.
The only proof of that would be their dead bodies lying in the bottom of the trenches.
But there were bodies.
Oh, I won't be there, Paul.
You won't be there.
No, I think it best that you handle this matter on your own.
See, he's blaming him. That's so funny. They're like, he's pushing the blame on him.
I'd like.
So yeah, this is when his lawyer expertise comes in handy. That's why they mentioned that.
Ah.
Yeah, why else would they mention
that's
that?
Right. Oh wow. Okay.
Fuck. He went back and forth. No one can accuse him of being a coward. Like they have these shiny palaces and shit.
Showing such little loyalty to your commanding officer. That's all, Colonel.
Wow.
Jeez.
God.
You can see it going up and down.
Making a decision like that.
Yeah.
Don't you believe me, sir?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, he believes
But
it.
who else will?
I was picked purely by chance.
You're lucky.
You've all got to understand that the reason you were picked is immaterial. Whatever the
Yeah, it doesn't matter that they were picked.
You're on trial for your lives.
Thank you, sir.
I really like the dialogue. It's so
snappy
it's so
and
clear.
straightforward. Yeah. Yeah, they don't waste time on filler scenes. They're just going straight.
They're here, right? This
Yeah.
is it. Oh my god.
This is a general court-martial, and we shall therefore dispense with unnecessary formalities.
Private Farrell. Yes, sir? Were you in the first wave during the attack on the anthill? The court has no concern with your visual experiences.
Jeez.
Prisoner will reply to the question.
Yes, sir. What question was it?
You advance to the...
Found yourself in the middle of no man's land alone with Private Meyer.
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you attack the anthill single-handed?
This whole thing is absurd.
Yeah, it is.
So it's just their court martials just rushing through it.
Didn't.
Oh, there's the
How far
where they see the second lens.
Did you urge your fellow soldiers forward?
That's not his job, though.
Most of them were dead or wounded before they got 3 steps beyond the trench. I didn't urge them on. No, sir.
He said, well, they were all dead. You can't really urge dead people forward. Jeez. Fucking hell. Hate this guy already.
And he was smiling throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Well, he just wants to make a point. Like, oh, they're cowards.
I know.
Yeah.
Is it true that you've been designated a coward simply and purely because you drew a slip of paper marked X?
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
Medals are no defense.
Well, that's ironic considering
Prisoner may
they're
retire.
just gonna get shot. Fuck. All to make an example. This is fucking absurd.
Major Vignon was shot, and he fell back on top of me, sir, and knocked me cold.
And were you lying unconscious in the trench?
Why wasn't he just awake, forehead?
That's...
He didn't even mention him.
But he picked him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repellent. Duty falls.
So eager to shoot some people and call and shelve the whole thing. He doesn't put on his hat, unlike the.
Of the court, there are times when I'm ashamed to be a member of the human race, and this is one such occasion. The prosecution presented no witnesses.
That's true.
Charges made against defendants.
Oh.
The attacks. The case
Looking away, doesn't want to deal with him.
mockery of all human justice.
The accused will be escorted back to the guard room. The hearing is closed. The court will now retire to deliberate.
Execution will take place at 7 o'clock.
Oh, they've already deliberated.
The court martial.
Is this supposed to be our last meal or something?
This is supposed to be our last meal. Last meal.
This duck is terrific. You spoke.
See that cockroach? Tomorrow morning we'll be dead and it'll be alive.
Oh, right.
Jeez.
I'll be nothing and it'll be alive.
Now you got the edge on him.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was.
Rule order for that matter to anyone in authority.
Also, he sent
We're
them.
at division. No one wants.
No one wants to take responsibility that they're just gonna shoot 3 people.
Time yet.
And all this happened. Ironically, the general wasn't enthused about attacking Ant-Man in the first place.
It's to my wife. She won't understand.
But he wanted that
I'll try to
promotion.
Explain it to her. I know you're trying to help and I appreciate it.
That's a good way of saying it. Like, I'm not religious, but I appreciate it.
Oh, great bottle, forgive me my sins for now. Lay me down to sleep, oh Pete. May I drink of you first? Thank you. Amen.
No, to help you with all my power.
Your power? You have no power.
Come on, Arnold.
Oh.
Can't be saved.
Saved! I'll be saved!
Oh.
Father, get a doctor quick.
So they won't slip when you tilt it vertically.
They
Jeez.
won't execute a man in that condition.
I'm straight out. I've already checked with the general on it. His eyes, the general wants him to be conscious.
Jeez, I'd rather be unconscious for that.
Jesus.
Very unfortunate. That's just how.
Oh, is he here to mock him?
Well, none of us are happy.
Of course, you had no personal motive in picking parents, did you?
Oh.
I have to pick someone to be in charge of the firing squad tomorrow. Do you have any objections to taking the job?
Oh, he's gonna make him do it.
Yes, you.
Like, you know, you
did it.
You have to kill him, look him in the eye, then might as well.
No, yeah, I feel all right.
I feel like the whole time he's been sarcastic. The way he's delivering all these lines.
I'd be excused from this duty.
Request denied.
Oh. He's the battery one, right?
Yeah, in charge of the artillery.
May have a great bearing on the court martial.
Oh, he can tell him that he was ordered to drop artillery out.
On his own.
Yeah, that
men.
would. There he is.
I like that we can't hear the dialogue.
Yeah, we can only guess. But he's responsible too. He pushed this whole thing.
See you, Colonel Dax. Will you have a cigar?
No, thank you, sir. Well,
It feels like it's polite. All this polite, you know.
Apologize for not inviting you to join the party down.
The attack was impossible from the start. The general staff must have known that.
Ooh.
Dax, we think we're doing a good job.
We've investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong.
Rather to be firm, troops crave discipline. I see. One way to maintain discipline is to shoot a man now and then.
If you heard that General Moreau ordered his own battery commander to open fire on his own positions during the attack. The captain refused without a written order. But general statements from all the principals involved.
Oh, he's trying to get
Commander
this.
Rousseau, papers, and your politicians do with that.
Oh.
Colonel Dax, are you trying to blackmail me?
Sure, that's an ugly word, but you are in a difficult position. But
He makes a convenient scapegoat.
3 innocent men to protect his own reputation.
Wow.
Well, that'll get a reaction.
Oh, yeah.
But now he's in trouble too because he's just threatening to blackmail the commanding officer.
Superior officer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a stretcher for
Oh,
the
no.
unconscious. Man, they probably did this shit all the time though. That's the sad part.
Yeah, true.
Like Dax, even if he prevents these guys from being executed,
there'll be more.
it just keeps happening.
Take a swig of this.
It just occurred to me. Funny thing, I don't want to die.
Many of us will be joining you before this war's over.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Holy moly.
You can pull yourself together, act like a man, or we'll have to drag you out of here.
Jeez.
We do not question the will of God, my son.
One of the movies making fun of that. You know, him like, oh, this is all God's plan. Oh, wow, that's a camera.
Oh, there it is, yeah. Oh, he's married.
You saw a ring?
No, he said, I'll never see my wife again.
Oh, okay.
So he's
I thought you were
married.
talking about Dax. Have the unconscious guy get executed too. That's so fucked up. Jeez. So did he make the lieutenant do it? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's there.
That's his own guy too, the sergeant. You can tell he's kind of bummed about it.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of cowardice in the face of the enemy.
He's only nervous.
Are to be executed by rifle fire.
After like looking at them all happy and confident, now he's like looking at them in the face about to be killed. I wonder if he's a little regretful. That's his little punishment for him, because that's all he could do to him. Like Dax.
Yeah.
Looking into the eyes of the man that you ordered to his death. Yeah, see? He's nervous.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what else can he say? Like,
Wow.
won't be able to see his wife and child.
I hope the priest gets out of it. Okay. Wow, so his gambit didn't work.
Colonel. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, by the way, Paul, it's been your artillery to fire on your own men during the attack on the anthill. No truth at all in the charge made by Colonel Dax.
I don't see how you could even ask.
Oh.
I'll come through what? There'll have to be an inquiry.
An inquiry?
But it won't amount to much. Those things never...
The only completely innocent man in this whole
Oh,
affair.
fucking hell.
The man you stabbed in the back is a soldier.
And what about the 3 men from earlier?
Yeah, but they already murdered 3 men.
How would you like General Miro's job?
Is what, sir?
You've been after the job from the start. We all know that, my boy.
Yes?
Sir, would you like me to suggest what you can do with that promotion?
You will apologize at once, or I shall be placed under arrest.
Apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner. That sadistic old man. And you can go to hell before I apologize to you now or ever again.
You really did want to save those men. And you were not angling for Miro's command.
Wow.
To them. Wherein have I done wrong?
You ordered the attack in the first place.
Yeah. That's true.
The answer to that question. I pity you.
The war goes on.
Oh, she's been crying.
Guten Tag.
They good?
It means like, hi, good day.
I wonder what she's singing about.
Das sein Herzliebchen zu. Ach bitte Mutter, bring ein Lichtchen ein ganzes Jahr.
Oh, they all look sad.
Wow, yeah.
You know what? This is actually kind of realistic. Like all the men, a lot of them look old. I noticed.
Yeah.
Like they've been recruiting like older and older people. Oh, this is a very human film, in a way. That's what Dax was talking about. You know, none of you have any human feelings anymore.
They want us to move back to the front immediately.
Jeez.
Well, give the men a few minutes more, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Back to war it is.
Yep. Jeez. I wonder if all these actors were famous in the 50s. I think I might have seen him in something, but everyone else I don't know. He does such a good job, the general.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Wow.
Oh, that was a great movie.
That was excellent.
Yeah, it was.
Man, they
It was really sad, and then like at the end, it's like, well, the war goes on.
The war goes on, yeah.
I like that they drove that point home at the end.
Yeah, they're all like sad. They're like happy to see a woman, and then they realized
they have to go
they're
back to war anyway.
Yeah, and they're all probably gonna mostly be killed or wounded.
Yeah.
Wow, that general, the guy in charge of both of them all, General Baldur?
The Scar?
No, not the Scar. That's
the
General
other one.
Monroe or whatever his name is. The guy above him, basically. He does such a good job being like a you know, two-faced person to everyone. In a way.
He started all this.
He started all this like, okay, we want you to attack Anthill. General Monroe's like, doesn't really want to do it, but then he hears a reward promotion. He's down for it immediately, of course.
Yeah.
He tells Dax doesn't want to do it, but Dax has to do it, otherwise he'll be relieved of command, he won't be put with his men. And then he pushes on his boys, and you hear like there's the dialogue in this was very, very straight to the point.
Yeah, it is.
Like very little humor, and it's all about human suffering in this.
Yeah, and that whole court-martial thing is completely pointless.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of war, and then you're still talking about cowardice, and of course this was like in the 1910s, right? The First World War.
Yeah, that's the
so
First World War.
They didn't believe in shell shock.
Yeah, you heard all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you're a coward if you're not attacking the enemy. That's all there is to it. There's no.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no other things I could explain.
Yep. Were they still like this in World War II? Like, was it?
World War II was more accepted. Yeah, but I don't know if it was called shell. It might have been because shell shock was the first name for it. Then it went on to PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD is an accepted term today. So, yeah. Yeah, that general beginning is like, you're going to be having, there's no such thing as shell shock.
There's no such thing. Yeah. It doesn't exist.
If it doesn't exist, if I say it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
And he still took Dax's papers anyway to frame him out of position because he knows he'll be a problem later on in a bigger attack if he gets promoted. So ironically, Dax did him a service, a little.
And if he wanted to promote Dax, even though in the entire movie there was no hint of him
that he
wanting
promote. He really just wanted to save them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's why he was surprised. Like, you really are an idealist.
You really are, yeah.
He was just like baffled
really did
that
want
these
to
people
save the
exist.
Man. Wow, you have compassion for these men.
Wow. Good for you.
Wow.
So this is Stanley Kubrick's first film? I gotta look this up because I'm curious.
Yeah, that's so... It's very surreal to see him work with Kirk Douglas.
Let's see. His film Goth. Yeah, he made what was it, Dr. Strangelove.
Oh, is that... Yeah. He did so much work he had to...
He did make Paths of Glory, director and writer. And he wrote everything else after Dr. Strangelove. Man, he made so many.
Yeah, Full Metal, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket. Sorry, The Shining, 2001: Space Odyssey.
So he directed Spartacus.
Oh, he did Lolita.
He
did Spartacus.
He's the director for Spartacus. He didn't write it, but he directed it. Wow.
I never knew that.
I never knew that either. Actually, I just learned today that was.
Stanley Kubrick like, oh, he's great in Spartacus.
Spartacus is great too.
Yeah,
it
was.
There's a lot of direction in this. You can just tell both films had a lot of great direction.
A lot of great shots too. I like the way Kirk Douglas was pacing around in the court, and the camera was following him around as if like he's dominating the room.
Oh man,
trying to get his point across.
If Kubrick was alive today, he has so many techniques he could use. He'd be so happy with all the shots he could use. Like with the limited shots that he could do today, the limited technology, he did a lot of work. The attack across the open. With no music at all, it was just like
silence.
It was just silence, them dying,
and that
it was just crazy.
Whistle. Yeah, the only sounds.
Well, no one could accuse of Dax of being a coward. He was going back and forth.
Yeah.
He was literally in the front blowing a whistle. Like, he should have been #1 target.
Yep. It's so cool to see a war movie that talks about this side, like the court-martial side, because I didn't know this kind of thing existed. I'm very bad at history.
It was really interesting to see this in a movie. Obviously, you want to see this today. Unless maybe it was on Netflix, because Netflix will take anything.
Yeah, sure.
But in general, you're not going to see a major Hollywood film on court-martials. Or maybe if it's smaller, but we've heard about streaming apparently wiping out a lot of these smaller films, like mid-level films, because they can't make their money back from DVDs now, because everything's now on streaming.
Yep.
So that's why ironically I mentioned Netflix could take a film like this, because now I just might contradicted myself. But yeah. Jeez. Yeah, he goes through the trenches like, are you ready to kill more Germans?
Yeah.
Doesn't give a shit about what they actually feel.
Yeah, exactly.
And whatever.
I just want you to answer me proudly for the country.
The weird thing was he had a hint of realism. He was like, that's going to be a pain to take. Like, he didn't buy that he could take it.
I was wondering if
he only did it for promotion.
Yeah. Even though he said, oh, I didn't want to do it for the star. But still. Oh, Kubrick did Spartacus. That blows my mind.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, this was a
really good film.
The production, the design was great. And the main three who were executed did a good job of showing us their humanity before they got executed. One of them just didn't give a shit about God, and the other one was like, worrying about his kid, and it was really his wife and
they
kid.
Broke down. Like, I think
they just shot him when he was unconscious. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Even though they tried to wake him up, but he fell unconscious again. That's really sad. I really thought they were going to get out of it, but since it's Kubrick.
I was hoping.
Yeah, I was hoping too.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the film, it's like, back to war. Very depressing.
That is true, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it shows all of the war, but none of the fun parts. But there's no fun in war. That's the
there's
thing.
None, yeah.
Oh yeah, and they showed the whole, the generals are in these palaces and like these cool,
the parties.
All the politeness, all the niceness while the men are dying.
Would you like a drink or cigar?
It's just like they said this every time, and I was like, God, they're so nice to each other while they're getting their men killed.
Yep.
And I thought it was ironic that the general was like, I like to lead from the front. He says as he leads from a palace. And he sends orders to Dax, who's actually at the front, at least.
Yeah.
Like Dax was at the front.
He went first.
So.
And even Dax tried to go back up to him, but then that body fell on top of him.
Yeah.
Which I think
he wanted to get him
really
forward.
heavy in real life.
But it didn't matter. The attack was a failure.
Yeah. Must be really hard to shoot this kind of film in the 50s because you probably only have very limited takes. I found this film very enjoyable. The Spartacus thing really still blows my mind.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it was. The film was banned in all U.S. military establishments?
Well, that's interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. Why?
Because it's very anti-war, in a way. Anti-military, maybe.
Was Full Metal Jacket anti? I can't remember that film well. I just remember it was
Full Metal Jacket also has the same tone. Obviously, Kubrick does not like war. It's very obvious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so even like in the 50s, he managed to get his point across like that. And of course, it got banned as a result.
Obviously, they're a French army, but they're talking more in like American accents. So.
Oh yeah, that happened a lot back in the day. You get like American or British actors to portray. I mean, even Chernobyl was British actors with
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
so I guess there's some issues with that, but
so it's fine.
It's the 50s. They're
Yeah.
Well,
I guess this really
provoked a lot of talk.
Yep.
Well,
that was a very good film. We enjoyed it.
It's kind of a sad ending.
It was
like all the men
very
like
bleak.
just singing, and then they're like, and they have the woman sing for them, and then they're like all kind of sad, like you see the human side of it, and then the colonel goes back to war. Like it was just like a loop ending, and it just ends. So
I really liked really like that they drove that point home.
Yeah. Well, they got court-martialed and executed. That was sad.
That was sad.
Jeez.
Mm.
Well, I guess that's all we have for discussion for now.
Yeah.
If you guys have any more recommendations for older films like this, we want to watch stuff like The Great Escape and
oh yeah, that's right.
some older ones that we want to watch that we'll probably do reactions to at some point. And yep, if you guys have any suggestions, be sure to post them here on our Patreon, and our full reaction will be on Patreon as usual. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thanks for watching. Take care and
have a good day.